With love, from Miss Sayé Yabandeh, Ambassador to the Galactic Federation of Light.
Evolve, you will have to wait.
Once again,
Patience is the word.
being in the now, being in the now,
Yes.
being in the now.
Because we can tell you many different outcomes, many different ways that you can or you might be able to, because again, there are many different paths that you can take, but they very much depend on what's happening now.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Therefore, anything we'll say will not necessarily be correct, so to speak. It will just be one of realities that you will choose to be in.
Yes.
And that will not be very helpful for you.
Yes, yes, indeed. That's why predictions are not necessarily the best, because it could lead to disappointment or narrow one's vision towards a certain outcome, and only that.
Yes, and not allowing to see all the other outcomes that are possible. So the way it works, we understand you know how it works, but would like everyone else to know. As you're asking for the future, if you're being given one specific outcome, you're asking for the future, and the outcomes that come up are the ones based on where you are at this moment now. But in an hour, in 15 minutes, and 5 minutes, you can make a different decision. It might be minor, might feel minor for you, but that future that you were given might not work anymore because that decision was made. Therefore, knowing that just that one outcome does not serve you in any way, trusting that the universe will bring you to the correct place. It will guide you. That will create the best. Will not create, but you will get to the best outcome that you are ready for at that particular time. Do you understand?
Yes, yes. My dear OONAH, one question came from one of our community members, now that we're building a community. Your organs currently, how is it similar to human, your inner organs, and how is it different?
I have much fewer than the humans do. There are still certain there's still certain organs that have a much lighter body than the human is.
What was the first organ that was developed for you?
It is similar to what you will call for humans' heart.
That was my question. Oh, so good. So good. And why is it that heart as the organ and as the energy field around it, it's so important, and it is the gateway?
Everything starts with something that was decided to be starting point. Without it, same as for humans, the body cannot exist and function. Therefore, it starts with something. Think about it as you can have a car, but if it does not have an engine, it is not going to run. It is the engine of the body.
Yes, indeed, the organ itself. Would you elaborate on the energy field and the magnetic field around the heart?
Yes. Again, just trying to find words to explain this.
Yes.
Think about it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Until there is a belief, and it strictly has to do with a belief, the belief of a specific species, that it needs something, be it a body, it needs something in order to it needs something in order to feel like it is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Certain species or certain beings are light beings. They have come to an understanding that there is no need for the body, and they have transmuted their body into light. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Those who are close to the same, they might be able to have a body, but it's very, very thin layer, as an example.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still a belief within that group of species that something is needed. Think about a heart as an organ that everything starts with, and that's in a way, and again, this is not the best way of explaining it. We're doing our best, but that's where the spark lives. Which is true and not true at the same time. Because your spark is everywhere. But there is a belief within those specific species, and let's take humans. The human belief is heart is what makes everything work, because that is the way you were created. If you choose to think differently, you will. But behind the heart, you can say is the soul. It will not be correct. You can say that it is the center of the soul. Yes. Because the body is not that the soul is within the body. The body is encompassed within the soul. And the heart is what is attaching the two together, so to speak. Do you understand?
Yes.
It is like a door between this world and another. Because the moment the heart stops, the soul is able to let go of the body. Does that make sense?
Yes.
As long as the heart keeps on beating, the soul will be next to the body. It's attached to it. That is the best way we can explain. But as humans move through their transformations, and we hope you move through your personal rather than thinking about how are we doing as a collective. It should not matter to you how are you doing as a collective. Your focus is you. Your focus is your world. If you're able to help those that are around you to understand certain things because they're ready to understand certain things, please go ahead. It is not the whole world is not your responsibility. Many of you believe in that for some reason. Your responsibility is only you. Even your children, as they grow older, become less of your responsibility because they grow into their path. Your responsibility is to teach them and let go. Therefore, as a human decides to focus on the self and comes to an understanding that there's a lot more to whatever beliefs that you're being given, which are quite limited. We're trying not to judge, and we're not. This is a path that you all have decided to take. But understand that your belief system as a collectively is quite limiting. And as you choose to open up your mind and step into a different reality, so to speak, in which you are coming back to your true self and what is it or who is it that you truly are, You are an eternal light being, which is your soul or an oversoul, however you want to call this, who is just having an experience. And the more you step away from the beliefs of the collective, the more you will start seeing life in a different view. Some are ready, some are not. There are very few that are already doing this. And we see more and more working on joining them. We hope we gave you an adequate answer.
Yes, I love how passionate you were about this particular subject. Is there any closing message that you guys have for us at this moment, please?
There are so many messages we would like to but we shall pick one.
Yes, please.
One moment. We are just scanning to see which one will have the most impact.
Yes, please.
Again, it is always a choice.
Yes.
We would say, and this is strictly an advice of sorts, on a personal level to every human. Take the time to look at your beliefs. And if you feel they are limiting your ability to be yourself, or any ability for that matter, if you want to fly, that is a belief that you're not able to based on what the collective decided to believe in. It does not mean that you need to fly, meaning that you need to jump off a cliff to prove that you can fly. But as you work on that belief, if you choose, do it gently, because behind that belief, there are many more. And it will take you quite a while to work through that one. We pick quite a hard one. We can also pick a slightly lesser one, less hard one. A belief that you are not worthy. A lot of you have that belief that you are not worthy. Whatever it is that you're not worthy of. Love. You're not worthy of the care. You're not worthy of having whatever it is that you want. Work on those beliefs. Recognize them. And decide that you don't want them anymore. And you will see how it will shift your perception of life. First and foremost, your own life. That is it.
I thank you. I thank you, dearest OONAH. Your codes ripple through coming. Till next time.
Goodbye.
With love, from Miss Sayé Yabandeh, Ambassador to the Galactic Federation of Light.